Next up is Mark Perry. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Governing Board. Mark Perry, Florida Oceanographic, and it's hard to follow Hannah Louie, but she eloquently said, you know, when I was growing up, I was 5 years old in the St. Lucie Estuary area too, and I wish I had her words back then. But the Governing Board really has to take heed to that because it is about our future. I mean, I grew up in that waterway, and I was able to swim in the water, and I was able to catch fish and see clean water. But I can't tell my kids or their kids that they can do the same thing until we get the water right. So it's up to us now to make this move and do it. And it's coming back in '78 and being a scientist and getting engaged is trying to get this water right and holding St. Lucie Estuary conferences back in '78. I mean, we were knowing about this problem then. But it's going to take a while to shift it, and everything we're doing in the comprehensive plan might be good projects, water storage here and there and everywhere, but it's come out evident in the UF study and other places that it's not sufficient enough to do the job. So we really need a different project, a different direction, and there shouldn't be a financial constraint. Not anymore with Amendment 1 generating $750 million a year for the next 20 years, another $1 billion surplus in our state economy and budget this year, and the ability to bond these and issue certificates of participation, which happened in 2010. It was proven and upheld in the court that we could do that. So the financing shouldn't be an issue, and it shouldn't be a political issue anymore. I mean, Governor Scott came out recently and said he wanted to commit $5 billion for the next 20 years to do the right thing and get the water right in the Everglades. And obviously getting it right in the Everglades will save the coastal estuaries because the Everglades are starving for water. The salinities in Florida Bay have gone up tremendously in killing seagrass. And as you know, in the east and west coast, we're dying these estuaries too. I hope you look over the Gary Goforth's presentation here. He said it right. Art Marshall was one of these board members back in the 70s, and Timer Powers was too back in the 80s. So we really need to get this right, and this is the way to do it. So you've got a great science team here. There's more science in this room, and I respect every one of them. It's just getting over this political hurdle, and let's get the water right and do it. Thanks.
Thank you, Mark. And again, to a lot of hands in support of your statements. Next up is